Yo, what's going on, Dragon Ballers? Welcome back to another gameplay video. This time we've got Nick Sunstrom on the left piloting the Skilless Veggies deck that I've been talking about a little bit on the Patreon, talking about a little bit on Facebook. So finally you guys are going to be able to see it in action. It's a pretty OP deck, to be honest. I mean, it does what Skilless does really well, which is just draw a crap ton of cards, plays a good mid-range game, and then it takes the Skilless package, or sorry, the Veggie package, and kind of just incorporates that into Skilless's ability to already aggro the opponent. So you just put a crazy wide board out and you still keep a pretty wide hand size. It does suffer from a few minor inconsistencies, but we're going to see here that Nick already opens with a Kaba and a Skilless Goku. So I'm playing Baby Vegeta on the right. This is a deck that I've been testing a lot lately. I actually got my invite for my store preliminary with it. So that profile can come on the channel soon as well. But I do want to get you guys Nick's Skilless profile ASAP. So let me know if you guys want to see either of those profiles. I'll definitely get them up for you within a timely manner. So here we go. I started off charging and passing. I didn't have a turn one play, it looks like, from the hand. Would have been nice to start with a Trunks or a one-drop Baby, because I know that Skilless can't really pop them on turn one unless they're attacking something weird like Crisis Crusher, but it doesn't really make sense for them to do that when they have much better turn one plays. So Nick gets the Skilless Goku on board. I take care of it with the leader, but he did need to summon it anyway just to get his ball to his hand, so he didn't really have a choice to not play it. It looks like Nick has several Kabas in his hand, which is actually pretty insane. So it doesn't look like I have chain attack in my hand, so I tackle the Intensifying Power Trunks to get the crit off. I do end up critting a Dragon Ball. Nick draws into the one-drop Vegeta Tech card, which is really good in the mirror match. It's pretty decent against Vegeta Baby. So actually, he could have popped my one-drop Baby or one-drop Intensifying Power Trunks if he would have seen that turn one. So pretty interesting there. Nick dropping the Kaba, dropping the Caulifla. Gonna look at the top 7, see if he hits a Universe 6 to play. Let's see if he gets it. So far, no. Alright, he's gonna hit the Kale on the last card. Really clutch. So the crazy thing is he played a Kaba, spawned 2 more battle cards, and now this Kale is essentially gonna replace the Kaba that was in his hands. It's pretty insane. So he's gonna draw here. Didn't want to take the risk of drawing a piece, but he actually did draw a Universe 6 Kaba. So I'm gonna After Image and get rid of the Kaba just to, next turn I can get rid of the Kale. The After Image wouldn't really kill the Kale because it's going to gain the 5,000. Although technically it would kill the Kale because the After Image is going to trigger before the plus 5k comes into play. But I want to get rid of the Kaba because he's probably just going to leave it in active mode. And now we're going to go into my turn 3, able to awaken. We'll see what kind of plays I have here. So the hand's looking a little bricky without a chain attack. No chain attack's making this hand look a little bit rough. An incomplete Baby chain as well. Not looking too good. But we're going to attack lead, see what I can get out of it. And another Baby Power Booster. Again, not looking super solid. Looks like the best play is going to be Summon, Burst Attack, Gohan, and Awaken. Nick flashing the hand a little bit just to let the camera see what he's got. So Burst Attack just for that crit pressure. He doesn't have access to any negates. And he doesn't have access to any super combos because I know he plays Roshi. So at least I know this crit is probably going to go through. Yeah, losing the 1 card is not worth losing 2 cards from the hand, so he just lets the crit go through. I do agree with the play for sure. I'm going to pass on 2 open energy, so I do have a good defensive shot here with 2 open reds. Looks like I have 1 Death Ball in hand, which is probably going to stop 2 attacks for 1 card, which is pretty solid. But Nick is coming up on his Awakening turn, so it could get pretty nuts for him. Gonna go Kale into the Burst Attack. I like the play here because he's not playing into any of my removal cards, which is really good. Now he's gonna go the Caulifla into the Burst Attack. I'm gonna super combo to save it. I don't mind losing a little bit of hand size for the Burst Attack because if anything, the Burst Attack can just replenish my hand for me, which is really clutch. The Kaba here is going to hit in the 9th card. Very clutch once again. I also wanted to use a super combo on that Gohan because I really just want to dig into my deck. Maybe seeing is all you got. Maybe see more Revenge Death Balls here. That'd be pretty clutch because I do have 2 open energy that I want to definitely try and use before my turn is up. But yeah, next turn is going to be absolutely insane here. At this point, he's got too much pressure on the Burst Attack. I have to let it go. Gonna go for the leader effect. figuring out what he wants to discard. Yeah, Kaba seems to be the most dead card in his hand. I don't really see him ever playing that from his hand, to be honest. Probably wishes he drew into that surprise attack Frieza a little bit earlier. Would have been another free crit attacker, which would have been crazy pressure. So Caulifla into leader. And a death ball, get rid of the Kaba. Just so that he can't really drop any more cheap threats. Like a 1 energy Caulifla, if he wants to keep going in, let's just say. He does still have 2 energy, and this deck is very cheap on plays, so he could make more plays going forward here. But it looks like he has a few negates in hand, so maybe he doesn't want to tap out. He's going to pass turn on that. Coming up on 4 energy here. So we do have some baby plays here, which is finally looking okay. So 1 drop into 1 drop. Don't want to lose any weird kind of like full power energy, but also there's no reason to attack yet. I don't want to draw into my 4 drop baby. Now I can finally put those power boosters in my hand to good use. So we're going to drop a Caulifla by an additional 5k. I'm going to go power booster into the Caulifla. If I was Nick, I think I would negate this. But he's actually going to combo out of it. Makes sense, I suppose, because it gets the vanilla engrave for the Krillin play in his hand, so makes sense. Gonna get rid of both the kills with the leader effect. That's pretty OP. Leader's gonna go into the Caulifla, so this has been a very effective turn for me, getting rid of most of his board, essentially. Let's see if he decides to save the Caulifla for another card. Yeah, he's gonna get rid of the Caulifla in his hand for the Caulifla that's already on board. It makes sense, because it's just another attacker. So the Caulifla in his hand is not doing nearly as much as the one that's on the board. He doesn't really want to tap 4 for it either, so it makes sense. Unless he has another surprise attack in hand, I'm kind of surprised he charges it here. But if he does have another one in hand, it seems fine. Let's see. Doesn't look like he has another one, but maybe that was all he figured he could charge. So he's going to go Krillin here to bring out the 20k Goku. Going to decrease the power booster Vegeta by 5. Would have been so clutch if I had the ape in hand. He's going to get rid of the baby altogether. Gearing up for a big aggro turn. Gonna activate his leader effect, draw 2, get rid of 1. And yeah, getting rid of the Kaba here again makes sense. But my hand is pretty defensive, which is kind of nice. I think I should be able to live this turn theoretically. So that Goku is gonna go down to just 5k power, which is pretty solid. We're going to after image, we're going to drop the Vanisher Fu down to 10k. I'm going to go leader into my leader. So he's going to just combo the Kid Goku for a 10k. That's actually pretty huge here. Trying to force me to 2, and then he's probably going to go in on this Dimensional Vanisher Fu. And I do not have a hand to really defend against, so that's kind of unfortunate. Currently looking at a 35k leader swing. Forced to take it. Praying it's an after image, but it is not. Even praying it's a super combo, that would have been incredibly clutch. Nick does have a ton of combo power to go into this, especially with the super combo. And that's just one of the perks of Skilless, drawing a ton more cards than something like Vegeta Baby. And he rips another super combo off the top. 2 clutch. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50... 60, 70k, looks like. And I don't think my hand is big enough to defend against it. Yeah, that's going to be all she wrote for this one, guys. So, I do think that the Skilless and the Baby Vegeta matchup is very 50-50, but I do think when you pair the engines together, the Skilless and the Veggie engine together, I think it actually does kind of overwhelm the Vegeta Baby package. It was actually kind of a very tough matchup to deal with, because I do have to, manage his board in terms of his one-drop Kid Goku, but I also have to manage his board because he populates it so wide that if I can't clear his board in a given turn, it's going to be a little bit rough. But I think if I was able to establish the Baby Ape there, it would have been a little bit better. But I do like how this video kind of portrayed me being able to play from behind with the Baby deck, which is something that I feel like the deck is really good at. You know, you're never really going to have more cards in hand than the opponent in most scenarios, but your cards are so powerful. After Image is so powerful, Revenge Death Ball is so powerful, Is It All You Got is really powerful, the Baby Ape is incredibly powerful, and I feel like it's a really good showing of how that deck can just play from behind sometimes. So if you guys enjoyed that video, leave this video a thumbs up, maybe hit the subscribe button, let me know what you guys think about the video down in the comments below. If you want to see either of these decks, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey, what's going on, Dragon Ballers? Thanks for watching that video. If you would be so kind to drop a sub, maybe check out some of our videos, if the end card is even there. You know, the hardest part of doing YouTube is not the editing, it's not the videos, it's not the content creation, it's that YouTube just doesn't want to work sometimes. So hopefully that stuff is there. You guys are awesome. I'll see you in the next one.